Danube is one of the longest rivers in Europe. It starts in the Black Forest in Germany and ends up in the Black Sea in Romania. In total it touches 10 countries. In this video I will visit a small village in the heart of the Danube Delta, called Mila 23. In the Danube Delta, most places are only accessible by boat, and in order to get to Mila 23, my journey starts in Tulcea. From there I will take a 1-hour boat to get to the village. So I've made it to Tulcea, where I will get the boat to Mila 23. It's very windy here, but this is where you get the boat. Lots of boats here, But mine is from Pelicanul Express and it's not yet here, so it will be here maybe in an hour or something. I'm pretty early. Actually, I'm really late. I missed the other one. And it took me over 12 hours to get here from Sadova in the northeast of Romania. I had to drive for about 6 hours, then in Galați, I think is the name. I had to take a ferry for about 45 minutes, then I had to drive about 2 more hours to Tulcea. Now I've been waiting here for about an hour and I have another hour to wait, and then maybe about an hour on the boat, and then I will be in Mila 23, finally. The heart of the Danube Delta.
She doesn't understand me.
Who is it? Your mom?
My sister.
Ah, your sister.
Yeah.
Christina.
Exactly.
It's very beautiful here with the blue color.
Yeah, there's the church and this is the house of the little house of
the priest, or?
Yeah, but we don't have any more priests here. We have like higher bishop, the bishop.
Ah,
here.
okay. Okay, let me give you a quick room tour. After traveling pretty much the whole day, I finally made it to Mila 23, which is in the heart of the Danube Delta, and my hotel is very beautiful. And I arrived and there's already a beautiful sunset. It couldn't be much better than this. I have a nice little church behind me, and this is the sunset. Let's go and explore a bit before it's completely dark, because apparently there are coyotes here. You know, the wild dogs, more like wolves almost. And you can hear them crying in the night. That's what I heard. So not too excited to meet one, but they don't attack humans apparently. So yeah, that's a good thing. That's not one. That's a normal dog. Shut up. Oh, so beautiful here. Let me show you. And on the boat from Tulcea to Mila 23, it's about 1 hour. And I met these guys from Bucharest, and also one guy from here. And they were already drinking whiskey, sharing with me, eating salami and bread. They're already in party mode apparently. Now this is the reason I came to Mila 23, or to the Danube Delta in general. Look at this view. And we're off to another day, and actually the first day here in Mila 23. I will go for a little walk here around the village. There's also some lakes and everything that I will check out. So yeah, let's go. On my first day in Mila 23, I roamed around the village, which was even smaller than I thought, but very picturesque nonetheless. As cars are very rare, all roads are basically only made for pedestrians or small motorbikes. Throughout the village, I especially loved the houses that have these pastel colors. You could feel that the sea wasn't too far away. When leaving the village behind, I saw one car. It had a French license plate. That's a bit weird. Something very interesting here in Mila 23 is that there are almost no motorized vehicles. Just a few like this one. Which means it's very quiet. And just the boats and these kind of motorbikes make some noise, but apart from that, it's really quiet here. I was just going to say the dogs are more relaxed here than I meet this one here. These dogs are so aggressive here in Romania. I don't know what's going on. It's their alarm system, that's for sure. Now, one thing everybody kept telling me about is about the mosquitoes here. Obviously there's a lot of water, so that results in a lot of mosquitoes. And I didn't spray myself yet with mosquito spray, tropical. So I think I'm about to do it because I hear them around me buzzing all the time. Hopefully that keeps them away. I can hear them buzzing around my ears all the time. I kept walking through the fields surrounded by lakes and rivers, and I even spotted some swans. The church had this beautiful blue color. I noticed that religion plays a huge role in most of the locals' their lives. Alright guys, it's another day here in Mila 23 and currently I rented a kayak. The kayak is 100 lei for one day. It's for two persons, but yeah, I'm alone. So if you're traveling solo, it's always a bit more expensive. And I only will use it for about 3 to 5 hours, so they said 90 lei instead, which is a bit high I think, because in Belgium even you pay less than that for a whole day. But yeah, it's really worth it. I'm floating in between the birds and everything. The only issue is when the speedboats pass by, there are a lot of waves. So. Now luckily these speedboats slow down when they pass by, because they create these really big waves, and if they wouldn't slow down, I would be in the water. But here it's more calm where I'm now. And if you're wondering, I'm not really following a route, but they just say you can do whatever you want. But I saw there on Google Maps there's a lake somewhere left, so I will try to find a lake and maybe make like a tour, because there's water everywhere, and you can see a bit where the boats go as well. That should be okay. So yeah, I don't really have a specific route in mind, but we will see. I have 3 to 5 hours that I can use this kayak, and it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon now, so it's like until 7 it gets dark, so I have about 4 hours left. It's all good. And I'm tracking my route actually on my Strava, so if you would be interested, you can see which route I took, and you can do the same. You can see how long it took and everything. So yeah, just so you know, follow me on Strava. So I was pretty close to 3 pelicans, and they started flying, and I thought I was filming because it was really beautiful how they were flying away over the water. And yeah, my camera was on time-lapse setting, so no video. Too bad. Wondering about mosquitoes, there are mosquitoes here, especially like the last hour they started bothering me. I brought the tropical insect repellent and I sprayed myself with that. But yeah, they're still bothering me a bit. Hopefully they don't bite. Oh damn. And we made it back to civilization, back to Mila 23. I'm back on the main waterway here, and you can already feel the waves from all the speedboats passing by. But yeah, it's okay. And I made it back. If you want to rent a kayak as well, this is the place right here at the main center of Mila 23. It was a bit sketchy to get out there. Now it's time for a shower, definitely. After being in the boat for 4 hours, it feels a bit weird to walk on solid ground again. It's like I'm still moving all the time. After exploring the delta by boat, I managed to meet again with Micha, a local guy I met on the boat from Tulcea to Mila 23. Here with Micha, and he was born in the village here.
Yeah, exactly.
And what do you think? How is it living here?
It's really nice. It's peacefully. It's not a lot of pollution. No cars here.
Yeah, that's what I like also.
It's kind of quiet. I like it. And some people came here just for that. Here is peace, is peacefully, and everything is quiet.
That's why the tourists come here.
Exactly. They just want to relax here.
Yeah, I mentioned that previously in my video also, that it's really nice because there are no cars here, which is absolutely well, there are some cars, but
a few, like 2 or 3 cars.
And the cars that are here, probably they never leave. They just stay around here.
Yeah, like they travel like 1 or 2 kilometers. Exactly, 1 or 2 kilometers per week, I think, and that's all.
Yeah, I saw even cars without license plate. It doesn't matter here.
It doesn't. No, we have no police here, so it's
yeah.
Kind of
is there like criminality here? Probably not.
Not really.
Yeah.
Because this village is united, and we don't do.
Yeah, everybody knows each other.
Exactly, and
but maybe tourists or people from other places that come. Or
No.
Ah, that's nice.
If they don't hear anything that happened here, they'll just stay silent and don't do anything. But because we haven't met someone that was like wanted to do something bad here.
Mosquitoes everywhere.
Exactly. I hate them.
Yeah, in the night they come out, and during the day I didn't have problems, but in the night
they come.
Yeah,
and even in the day, in the morning.
In the morning,
they're the most. It's worse than night.
Yeah. So you said you went to school here, but then you couldn't go anymore here. You had to switch.
Yeah, because my parents told me and our friends that we don't have a really good school here, and we need to really study and to have a nice job, well-paid job.
Yeah,
and
it's important to get a good education.
Exactly. Yeah. Or they wanted us to make our own hotel for each one of us. Yeah. And they really support us. For studying and.
You have one sister.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And you're basically the whole village is Russian, right? I mean, with.
Like 95%.
95%.
Exactly. From all we are Russians, but there are some Romanians.
But
Ukrainians.
It's like originally built by Russians, or how do you know?
Yeah. We came from my ancestors came from Russia when the Tsar Peter wanted us to cut our beards, just to shave our beards. Yeah. And we didn't accept that. We moved to the border.
Have more liberty and more freedom. And
we moved to the border of USSR.
Yeah, it was still USSR then.
Yeah.
And yet another day in Mila 23. I'm heading to the boat station, or the harbor, the small harbor, where I will take the boat to Sulina. And I'm using Eco Delta Trip or something it's called. So I'm not sure about the price yet, and I don't know how long it will take. I think about half hour to get to Sulina. But let's go. It's for Sulina? Sulina. Okay. Alright guys, made it to Sulina. Took about 45 minutes from Mila 23 and it's a complete different vibe here. This is definitely a port city, a lot larger than Mila 23, not so quiet, but yeah, a different vibe. But let's see, there's some stuff to do here, definitely more people, it's bigger, so let's go and explore. Upon my arrival in Sulina, I immediately noticed that it was quite a large city in comparison to Mila 23. I had a quick breakfast and a coffee and started roaming the city. Never thought I would say this, but it feels kind of good to be back in a city. I've been in villages and away from people for a long time now, and now yeah, it's a bit more lively. It feels kind of good after all this quietness and silence. And this is not really a busy city, which is also nice. So yeah, it's kind of cool exploring a city. While in Sulina, one of the things that I want to check out is the tomb from a pirate, a famous Greek pirate, and actually the only registered tomb from a pirate in Europe. And allegedly he robbed hundreds of ships, and there should be a treasure somewhere on the beach. Some people are still looking for it. You can even find clues on his tombstone or something. They say if you water it in the morning, some letters will show up later in the day on his tombstone. Yeah, these are all legends and stories, of course, but I want to check it out, the grave, because it's an old cemetery with lots of old graves and everything. Normally I would never visit a cemetery because it's a bit weird, but this has an interesting story to it, so let's go and check it out. So this cemetery is especially known for lots of famous people like princesses, princes, pirates, and I'm actually looking for the grave of the pirate, but I don't know if it's marked. I know you can recognize it by the skull and the bones, but where is it? I mean, it feels a bit weird to walk here making a video. Yeah, I think it's not here. It was quite hard to find the pirate's tomb. I didn't find the skull engravement, so I'm still not sure if I found the right tomb or not. So while walking to the beach of Sulina, Playa Sulina, I spotted something, and it looks like wild horses. I'm not sure if they're entirely wild, but I will try to get a bit closer. Hopefully they don't attack, because if they're really wild, maybe they will. I don't know. But they don't. It seems like they don't have anything on, so that means probably they're wild. So let's try to get closer. Now it was time to head to the beach. I was expecting quite a busy scene, but it seemed to be a calm September day with not too many tourists. I grabbed a quick lunch and went for a stroll at the beach in search for a nice chill spot. When you go right all the way to the end, it seemed to be an area for nudists. I returned on my steps a bit and found a nice spot to go for a swim. While chilling at the beach, I all of a sudden spotted some cows. They were walking freely at the beach without any caretaker. It could be an Instagram hit, just like the pigs in the Bahamas. So I just chilled for a few hours at the beach of Sulina here. It's pretty chill here, especially with the cows. It's very funny that the cows are passing by and there's not really a keeper or somebody watching over the cows. They're just roaming around freely, which is really funny. But now it's time to head back to the center of Sulina because at 5:30, so in 1 hour and a half, I need to get back on the boat to Mila 23. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All these dogs are chilling here in the shade. I had a nice dinner and a beer in Sulina right before getting on the boat. The captain was blasting his Russian folk music really loud. When everyone else was dropped off, he invited me to enjoy the views from in front of the boat. Even though I didn't understand a word of what he said, it was a lovely experience to hang out with him.
Please, easy, my friend. Easy.
Easy?
Easy.
That's okay, I got it. Yeah, thank you.
Both team.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye. And I made it back to Mila 23. Time for a quick shower, a dinner, some goodbye beers, because it's my last night here. And the time has come, the last day, well, the last minutes here in Mila 23. Thanks to Madalina from Casalenuta. She helped me a lot with booking everything and calling for my transportation, because usually it's in Romanian, so it really helps. And also thanks to Micha and Florin, the two guys that I met here. They helped me shooting my time-lapse and just hanging out with them, which was great. So yeah, now it's time to head back. Well, back to Tulcea and then to Bucharest, because my trip is not over yet. I'm actually going to actually I'm only halfway of my trip. I have about 2 more weeks. So yeah, I'm heading back to the mountains soon. First to Bucharest. See you in the next one. You? No? No? I see. And about 1 hour later, I made it back to Tulcea. And this was one of the longest 1 hours of my life, because I need to pee really bad. So I need to find a toilet.